to my third webisode. Today we're going to be doing a bit of work on my Polo. It's a GT bred van. I've had it for about 7 years. And yesterday, me and my lovely girlfriend Becky were driving back. I think we got like a Morrison's salad meal deal or something like that. And we're driving back and it just cut out completely. So we're going to go over it and try and diagnose it. I know that I've had problems with the distributor before, and it's got a GT specific distributor. So the trigger wheel on the distributor has got, I think, got variations in the size compared to a normal multi-point injection engine. I did run a Golf Mark III 1.4 distributor on it for a bit, but there's a part of me that was thinking it's not the right one, like it hasn't got the right size gap sizing in the trigger wheel. So I managed to refurbish the trigger wheel last year. Actually, I was going through my gallery and it was exactly last year, maybe another 20 days ago. A year minus 20 days. So yeah, we're going to go over it. We're going to check for fuel, we're going to check for spark. I've got a couple of spares, like a coil pack and the old Mark III Golf distributor that I'm going to whack on it, and hopefully we can get it started. So, I don't know if you can hear the fuel pumps priming there. Oh, it just went to start. I'm thinking when it started then that maybe one of the spark plugs was firing or something like that. Yeah, let's see if we can figure it out. So I just pulled this fuel line off here and it just spurted fuel everywhere, which tells me it's got good pressure. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get a paper cup, prime it, and just make sure that it is pissing out fuel. So there's no fuel coming when I prime it, which is interesting. I'm just going to try and start it and see if anything comes out now. Possibly not a done thing to do, but... Any come out? Nothing's coming out. Oh, there's a bit in there. There is a bit in there. Right, so I'm just going to prime it. I can see it from where I am. I'm just round the corner of the car. Yeah, so a little bit is coming out. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's a little dribble coming out. Yeah, it is priming, which tells me there is fuel going to it. So next we're going to check spark, which I sort of think it is. I think it's my distributor just over there that is playing up. I'll take one of the plugs out and I'll just see if we've got spark first. Alright, so I'm just going to pull plug number 4. I think it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. One always starts at the crank pulley end. So flip this to the right. They've got a nice rubber bung in these, so keep your spark plug in place, which is really good. Nice little design there. So I'm going to whack this in here. Now you're probably going to be able to see this better than me, but what I might do, I might just put it up to here in the window. I suppose I can wrap my head around and have a look. And just see if I can get spark. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that from there, but just give it a go. Hopefully she doesn't really start. I haven't put the fuel line back on yet either. Go. The air hose isn't secured onto. I'll still get spark. What's going on? Oh, I'm getting spark. Oh, that's interesting. So I'm getting spark. I don't know if it's all that on camera. Is it fuel related? That has now got me scratching my head. Well, I know that I'm getting spark on number 4. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm not going to record this, I'm going to go through all the plugs, make sure they're all getting spark, and then I'm going to scratch my head and sort of try and figure out what it is. I know for a fact that the car's been over fueling because the plugs have been black and sooty, but I haven't got a clue. Right, so I've got spark on all 4 cylinders, which is telling me, if I'm right, that the Hall effect sensor is still working and the distributor is doing its job, which is leading me to believe it's possibly a fuel issue. Now, when I was priming it in the video a minute ago, I'm getting a small amount of fuel, but whether that's the required fuel I'm getting, I've also unknown whether the injectors are blocked or anything like that, so I'm tempted. It's a bit of a laborious task, it's not that bad I guess, but I've got to try and maybe pull an injector out and the fuel rail and crank it and see if they're firing. They could just be blocked, but yeah, maybe there's a chance that all 4 of them are blocked, or 3 or 2 of them are blocked because it's wanting to start, which is telling me something is going on there. Cool. Oh, trying not to say cool in this video, but I'm gonna do some more diagnostics, pull some more stuff apart, and hopefully find out what it is. The aim of the video is to get this started by the end of the day, but I shouldn't say that because I haven't got anything to clean the injectors out with if it is those. And I don't know the volume of fuel that needs to be coming out when it's priming, so I don't know if it's a good or bad indication with what is actually coming out. Let's try and solve this, I guess. Right, so I'm going to try and get the fuel rail off. Younger me, probably like, I don't know, maybe 6-7 years ago, me decided to put a hex head on the fuel rail. It's a bit of a pain to get out, but I think it's just super loose. I might just do a time lapse maybe of me trying to get this off. Look at that hunch. So I've just managed to pull the fuel rail. I don't know if you can see, but that one's wet, that one's a bit wet, and these two seem pretty dry, which is telling me it's only trying to fire out of 2 of these injectors. I don't know what I should be doing really next. I'm gonna maybe, I don't want to fire the ignition, but maybe I should check if they're getting voltage. So run a multimeter across the top and see what's getting what. Oh. Right. I've just been to the petrol station because it says it's low on fuel. I know it feels like a stupid thing to do because I've seen fuel coming out the injectors, but I've had to go to my local petrol station. I just want to get just a peace of mind, just so I know it's not low. Doesn't really make sense to me, but I'm sort of thinking maybe it could happen. Unfortunately, they're bloody Supreme, like they've run out of everything, so I have to pay a fortune for a little can. But before that, we are going to have some Turkish delicacy, some dolmas that my mum got me from Lidl. These are basically vine leaves, or rice wrapped in vine leaves. I think there's more than just rice, but let's open the bloody can. Oh, oh yeah. You can see that. Oh yeah. I love these things. These things remind me of when I go and see my Turkish family in Cyprus and London. No, they're better in Turkey and Cyprus. And my family used to make them. Right, let's put a petrol in and see what happens. Imagine if it has just literally run out of petrol. That'd be quite embarrassing. It's authentic content of my stupid brain. This is going to be embarrassing if it starts. And to be fair, it has had some old fuel in it for a bit of time now, so there's a very good chance it's just gone off. I don't know, modern fuel does go off quite quickly apparently. The old stuff lasts for ages, but I've never run into modern fuel going off. Oh, fucking get it everywhere. That's about £1.
I know you're not gonna throw that away. Eat that. That's 30 cents worth of oatmeal.
These don't start. start. Let's try and get the angle on the old engine. Oh, she's got it out. For God's sake, as if it was that. So, I've just done something stupid. I disconnected this line and fuel went everywhere. And it's possible because this vacuum line wasn't on the fuel rail. So when the engine's running, it's not pulling vacuum, which is letting it release pressure. Maybe to go to the return. I'm not sure. I might be chatting absolute nonsense there, but it's just gone everywhere. But what I'm interested to know, so it's got quite a bit of fuel in there, is let me just put this back. Is how much fuel should be coming out when I prime it now, just so I've got a reference for future indication. Loads more. Absolutely loads more. It's just gone everywhere. So yeah, it definitely didn't have enough fuel in it, for God's sake. I've got a brand new Right, so I'm going to take the car up for a quick spin, see if I found the problem, i.e. me, and then make sure it's running alright, and then I'm going to bring it back and give you the verdict. Confirm, that was me, that is the problem. Right, if you like what you saw, please like, comment and subscribe for maybe more stupid content like this. I'm glad I sorted it.